I just want to post a little quick 1.5-year update video on this Ruger LCP Max. I've been pocket carrying this thing pretty much every day since I got it, so I just wanted to let you all know how it's been going. So it's now, well, it's practically January 2023. I got this back in July of 2021. As I said, I've been pocket carrying it ever since. This is the little dinky pocket holster that, at least when I bought it, it was provided by Ruger. I don't know if that tag still says Ruger or whatever, made in China. But yeah, they actually provided this with the pistol. I thought that was really cool. You can get better ones of these, obviously. This one's real foldy and fabricy, but you know, it's worked for the past 1.5 years, so there you go, there's the Ruger tag. It shifts around the pocket a little bit. Like, it was great at first until these edges started rolling. Now, depending on the shape of your pocket, it can like kind of pivot around to where you wouldn't want it, but for the most part, it keeps it setting in there the way you can just reach in and grab it. If your pocket's a little big, it might flip around, but I would definitely recommend upgrading to a better pocket holster if you're going to pocket carry it. That's what I do with it. Not necessarily just because I think pocket carry is the best option, because I actually going to start carrying this pocket carry back up to 9mm, or well, actually I'm hoping to get a 30 super carry, but more on that later. But anyways, if you are going to pocket carry it, I would recommend upgrading this, but this will get you through. Just been too cheap to get a better one. But anyway, so it's pretty much lived in my pocket for the last 1.5 years. I'll put a link in the description to the original review video we posted in July 2021 if you want to go check that out. Since then, it hasn't had a whole lot more rounds to it. I've had to put a few more boxes of ammo in it, but what I like to do is take it just like I have here today. I've done this, I'll do this like every few months. I'll pull it out of my pocket and do that, and that includes shooting this. I don't switch it out, my carry ammo here. This particularly is Underwood XTP, so I'll take it out of my pocket just as it's been sitting in my pocket and traveling with me every day, and come out to the range every few months and shoot up the ammo that's in it, just because I like to test you know, reliability. Like, what if I had to pull it today and actually use it, you know, to defend my life or something? So pocket lint and everything, just pull it out every few months, shoot the defense ammo that's in it, and then usually put like a box through it and be like, all right, well, she's still working 100% flawless. Load her back up, put her in my pocket, and then a few months later do the same thing, and well, it's time again. So we'll do some of that here today, and I'll tell you how she's been for me for the past 1.5 years. All right, so I mean, it was in my shorts. That's the other thing I love about this, because it's so small and light, yet has 10+1 capacity with the flush fit mag, 12+1 with the extended mag, which is only like, I don't know, 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch longer. I can actually wear it in these loose basketball shorts. Try doing that with any other pistol. So it's one of the reasons I love it. But anyways, straight out of the holster, straight out of the pocket. See how she runs. Well, that's a bad omen there, because that's actually the first time she's ever coughed up on me there. It's interesting. So that round just did not pop up right there, or the slide didn't come all the way back, which I would have a hard time believing that was the case, because this is +P ammunition, which, by the way, some guys have pointed out, which I am aware of, technically it's not rated for +P, but I've ran several mags of the +P through it and not had any issues. One thing I noticed too, I think the yeah, I'll show you guys here real quick. At least in my mag here, this is the original factory provided mag. I don't know if you can see that silver down in there, but those are Winchester silver tips, whereas I have the XTP, the Underwoods up here. I noticed that when I would load it with all Underwoods, that last round was kind of tight, and I'd actually have to like squeeze real hard to get it to snap in there. And excuse me, with some of the Winchesters in here, I don't know if it's just a different shape, design of the bullet or what, it was no longer that difficult to get it in there. And I tried it several times where I'd do all XTP Underwood here, and it was still real hard to get it in with it fully loaded. And compared to having a few of the Winchesters in there, it goes in much easier. So there's definitely some difference in the shape or size between those brands or bullets or whatever. So that's something I noticed, but I wonder if that's why I just had that issue there, because I got like a mag a half and half, so I don't know if that's maybe affecting like how it's feeding right now or whatever. So since that's the only malfunction I've ever had with it, I'm definitely not going to do that again. I'm not sure if that's the reason, but that's the only change there, and that's the only time it happened. So also, you should be able to see it there too. You see that little rubber tip? I got some Hornady, whatever they're called, in there too. So a little mix match lot in there. So she definitely didn't like that. I think that's what's going on there. That doesn't particularly make me happy, because, you know, a lot of times in some of my reviews I'll run mixed max ammo like that to see if we have any issue, and you know, it's a good test for a gun, because if it'll run a mixed lot like that, no issues, you know, it's good, because some guns would cough up on that. Again, I'm not 100% sure if that's what the issue was, but that's the only time I've had the issue, and this is the only time I've had a mixed matched lot of ammo in a mag, so I'm going to assume that's what's going on there, so I'll be sure not to do that from now on. But yeah, I'm not happy about that, because what if at least I got a few shots off before that, but I mean, what if my life was on the line there? It's not pleasing, to say the least, and I fully came out here expecting not to have any issues, just like any other time. But hey, that's why we do these things, man. That's why I pull it out of my pocket every few months and shoot the thing, make sure it still works like new. And well, today it didn't, but I'm gonna guess it's that mixed lot of ammo in there. But let me throw this mag back in here and shoot the rest of this and see how it continues to go today. All right, here's the rest of them. Okay, or maybe it just doesn't like some of those. What the heck? It's certainly not feeding them. So we had an XTP, and then this is now the Hornady. Let me break this down real quick, see if I can see anything going on. This is what was left in the mag. So still had that one Underwood XTP in the chamber. There's the one that was left in the mag. Then we got two of the Hornady Critical Defense, I believe is what they were, and then these are Winchester silver tips there. So yeah, I mean, it's never had an issue running the XTPs before, so it couldn't be that. It's either something's going on, or it's the mix match there is what I'm guessing the issue is. But let me break this down real quick and see if there's anything going on inside of there. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything yet. I was gonna let you guys take a look there, see if you see. Oh shit, I'm gonna lose my pen there. Glad that bounced off of me. I got mud and crap down here. Definitely did not want it to fall in. Anyways, frame looks okay. I don't see any cracks or anything like that. The rails are fine. And so this is how she came off there. I don't particularly see anything going on there. You know, spring set where it should be. It's in the correct orientation. Don't really see anything going on there. You know, it's just a normal recoil spring there. That's real odd too, because, you know, usually like the little micro 380s, a lot of times you get stovepipes and whatnot, and it's because they, I don't know why, but they usually come with a pretty stout recoil spring. This one, it looks pretty puny, but you know, a lot of times hot ammo actually help a little micro 380 run better, because a lot of times the slide isn't coming back on them all the way, and that's why you get stovepipes and feeding issues and whatnot. So usually hot ammo will help clear that up. I don't see, you know, I've been checking it periodically because I've ran a few of the Plus P through it, and it's not rated for it, and I'm not seeing any cracks or stress or anything like that. No bulges, nothing. You know, not that if that did happen to the barrel, I don't think that would cause those feeding issues anyways. But there you can see down the barrel there, she's in pretty good shape. I mean, I need to run a brush through it and whatnot, but yeah, I'm going to set the camera down here and take a closer inspection, but offhand here, I don't see any issues. I think it's just that mix a lot of ammo it did not like. So I'll definitely be sure to never do that again, not only in this pistol, but anything I carry, just in case, keep them all the same. And of course, with ammunition that I practice with, to make sure that it feeds them right. All right, we'll try this again. I put them back in the same order they came out. I always get crap for my grip, but I just want to show you guys I'm not riding a slide or anything because of the way I hold the gun. I always get crap for this because they're like, boy, what are you doing with your thumbs? Because I don't do this crap. I never make contact with the slide or anything. You should be able to see the gap there. So that's definitely not the issue. Whoa. I was gonna say one of those seemed like a dead round, but I remembered they were all mixed match. But that one particularly seemed really, really weak, and I think there was more than one of those Hornadies in there. So I definitely got a dud from one of those manufacturers. I'll have to check back on the footage there and see which one it was. I'm thinking it was one of those Hornadies. I think it was like the third shot, but well, I mean, ran the rest of them there just fine. So yeah, I can't say what the issue was, other than I keep coming back to the fact that I had 3 different types of ammunition in the mag there. So we'll run the rest of these FMJ and see if we have any more issues. Of course, you know, generally FMJ runs pretty smooth anyways. But I got, let me see here, I did bring some of these to fill the mag back up. I might put some of those in it to check. I remember it was only hanging up on those XTPs, but like I said, I've run several mags of those XTPs through it. No issues whatsoever. And so does my dude, what's his channel name? Freedom by Me. I'll throw up a little thing here real quick. He's run a bunch of those through his and doesn't ever have any issues out of it. So it's certainly not the XTP ammunition. So that's not what was causing it. It's got to be those mix match lot in that mag there, because I know it runs the XTP no problem. So what that can cause, like, because you have different shapes and sizes of the bullets and whatnot, as they're coming up, if they're all the same, they'll all, you know, feed exactly the same. If you got different shapes and sizes in there, even though same caliber, some of them might feed at a few degrees slightly different angle than the others, so it can just like mix up the whole bunch, and it can affect, well, let's say if these were going to feed at 17 degrees on their way up and the ones under them are feeding at, you know, 15 degrees, then it might throw the degrees of the other ones off from what they would have been naturally, and so that might cause them to cough up or whatever. I don't know, I'm doing a poor job of explaining it, but it could just cause them to like kind of bunch up and get caught up in here, which is what I think the issue was by having 3 different types in there. And I'm not making excuses for it, because by all means, like I said, I've done it in the past. That's a great test of, you know, reliability, because some guns would have an issue with that. Some pickier guns that would cause feeding issues there. So if you have a gun that'll feed a mixed match lot, especially of defense ammo like that, because a mixed match lot of FMJ isn't really too different there, because, well, the bullet's going to be pretty much the same. It's just different brands. But if you can find guns that run mixed match defense hollow points like that, no issues, you know, that's a good gun. So not making any excuses for it there. I'm just saying I think that's what's going on with it. All right, so I'm going to just, the rest of this video, until I don't have enough, I'm going to 1 in the chamber, 10 in the mag, just like how I would carry it. I thought I was supposed to hold open. Hey, you know, I mean, maybe there's something going on with the mag too, because it's supposed to hold open on the last shot. There we go. I had to push up on the mag to get it to catch, and it's not wanting to hold open on the last shot. So I suppose a year and a half later, this thing being loaded the entire time, I mean, it shouldn't be an issue anyways, but maybe this mag's seen better days. I don't know. I'm hitting them, it just won't fall over.
You're going to want to pay attention to my grip here where absolutely nothing is touching the slide or slide lock.
Alright, yeah, something is going on with this thing. It just, it's caught there. Like, what's odd is the bullet, it's not even, look, it's loose. Is that in focus?
Mm-hmm.
So the bullet's not even beginning to feed. The slide's not even resting on the bullet. It looks like it locked back. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Interesting. Huh. Maybe there's something going on with that mag. I'm really at a loss. It should definitely run FMJ, no problem. Okay, I suppose it's possible, you know, I could have hit that, but like I said, the way that I hold the pistol, and I always get complaints, because I don't leave my thumbs against it like other guys do, like this, to where they're touching the slide and the slide lock and whatnot. I hold like this, and there's always this gap where I don't touch anything. So I don't think it just locked back there on its own. I don't think I, you know, accidentally hit that. It is very loose, so I don't know, maybe the spring is wore out or something. Like, it's got tension on it, but not a lot. So I don't know if, like, somehow during recoil it popped up and it got caught. I mean, it would have had to have, or if, you know, some malfunction with the mag. Again, I just showed you guys how it didn't hold open for me on those last shots twice now. So obviously there's something going on mag related there. So I'm about 99.9% sure I didn't hit that and cause that for the reasons mentioned. So anyways, dude's 10+1 again.
You should see these targets wobbling here, but 380 just does not have enough energy to knock these down.
No issues that time, except for, again, it won't hold open on the last shot unless I press up on the mag. You see it's got, it's pushing that up. Once I press up on the mag, then it'll hold open finally. Not by much, it's barely caught. What the heck? Let me try this. Yeah, so, it's difficult. Squeezing the mag all the way up. And look, it's barely caught there. Barely caught. It should be all the way up like that. But I press this thing all the way in, and it only catches it by that much. So obviously we're having some issues with the mag here. I don't know if that's what's caused the feeding issues, but since I'm finding a confirmed issue there by the fact that it won't lock back on the last round, and even when I press it all the way up in there so it takes all that play out so that it will catch, it's still barely catching. So I guess I'm gonna have to try some new mags, because that seems to be what direction it's leading me there. Well, so that's unfortunate and disappointing. I fully expected to be like, yeah, look guys, still runs great after a year and a half, and then, you know, that's it. That quick short video. But that's why you should do things like this. You know, you should always practice with your carry gun. You should always pull it out every once in a while and shoot it. And this is the exact reason why, because that could have got me killed today. So definitely glad I got the holster for my 9 finally. So I am not going to be carrying this until I have more range time with it with a new mag to see if that's what the issue is. Like I said, that's the only culprit I could find. I did have those mixed matched, like I said, but I think it locked back on its own due to some issue with the mag. I'm not really sure. It's kind of an oxymoron there. It doesn't really make sense considering it doesn't want to catch on the last round to hold open, but then it holds open on its own while firing halfway through a mag. I don't know. But you guys tell me what you think in the comments there. Maybe there's a better gunsmith than me who instantly is going to go, well, I know what the issue is. It's this thing. And like I said, this doesn't seem to have a whole lot of tension on it. Like, it should be more than plenty there. It's like, I don't know, pound and a half of tension probably. So I'm not quite sure what the issue is, other than we're definitely having a mag issue because it won't hold open on the last round. So I don't know if that was the issue for the cough up. I don't know if that's the issue why it locked open on me. I'm 99.9% sure I didn't cause it. Like I said, we went over that. I don't come anywhere near that thing, so it shouldn't have been me. So yeah, that's my update. It's not a good one. So I guess once I have more time and money for more ammo, I'll have another update video letting you guys know what I found out. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one then.